Well, I don't know if I'm going to put this up. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But if I do, I'm changing the way that I use my YouTube channel because I've done enough songs that I've put on YouTube that don't get seen on YouTube, and I have other places where I put songs. If anyone comes across this video, if I put it up, most of my songs, I'll leave a link down below where most of my songs can be found. And I'll also probably leave a link to my little WordPress thing that I write, because I write better than I speak. But what I might use this YouTube channel for are larger questions, political, philosophical. I've done a few political videos. Some of them have gotten some views, not many, and have gone over well. Others have not gone over well at all. And now we're being told outright things that we knew all along, that we're being spied on by our devices. And I suspect, although I can't prove and can only speculate, so I will not go too deep into this, that it's much worse than we're being told. And I suspect it goes beyond devices, phones, computers, cameras, whatever. In fact, I suspect the technology would be quite astounding to anyone who would be willing to consider the technology. And you gotta wonder what is being done, not only to your average person on the street, but especially to those of us who express a dissident voice. Quite ironic that Google owns YouTube, and that many of us who have a dissident opinion on things, political and otherwise, might put our videos up on YouTube. YouTube is the most well-known, seemingly, and the biggest, I think the biggest, video site that there is. But I find the questions about philosophy, thinking back to things such as Plato's cave, where they could only see a partial reality, you know, unless they were, the best of my recollection, freed from the cave. And are we like this? What is the nature of our reality? How important is nature in our lives as well? We spend so much time with our devices and our keyboards and our computers and so on and so forth. Many of us with our TVs. I myself have gotten rid of my TV quite some time ago, so I don't spend unless I visit a friend, anytime, really, or a relative, anytime with the TV. And when I do watch TV, I find myself very frustrated because there doesn't seem to be much anything on. Doesn't seem to be much anything on. So I'm dealing now with what are the questions that are important, the nature of our reality. Things that writers, especially science fiction writers, I'm coming more and more to find out, especially some of the later ones, and I won't name any names in this video, have been quite, have thought quite a lot about these questions. So lest I make this video too long, that's pretty much what I wanted to say. My music is in other places. I might do videos every now and then of this nature, a political or philosophical nature. I have a few more questions that I would put out before anyone who comes across this video first, though. I think we're going to find out pretty soon. I guess the questions of freedom and economic equality are intertwined, but it's hard to say which is more important. I get the sense, and I think we're going to find out pretty soon, that the American people find economic equality to be more important than freedom, and they might not care so much about the freedom. We have the Snowden revelations, and that's a whole nother area for someone to explore. You know, there was the character in 1984, the Emmanuel Goldstein character, and others have compared Emmanuel Goldstein to different figures, you know, in popular culture or history or what have you. Is Snowden for real, or is he just some kind of fabrication that was used as a conduit for information that the American people were now, it was now the time for them to be fed this information for whatever reason? So, are we better off with this technology and satellites and spy agencies? Were we better off in the Middle Ages? I probably am giving away too much here, but I live in a place where the weather is quite unpredictable. If it were not so, I'd probably spend more times outdoors. But I think I might be better off spending more time, I don't know, sitting in a park somewhere, walking, being outside. Well, if you see this video, that means I took the chance and put it up on YouTube.